Right. So most of the people ask me is that, Daniel, how do we find what we are good at? Or how do I find what I'm good at? Right. So because most of the time is that, if let's say you wanted to try something new, you wanted to turn, your hobby into a profitable business, or you wanted to turn your expertise into a new job or into a new career that you think that you can get paid for it, right? So number one thing that we need to ask ourselves is that, what am I good at? And how can I find it? Most of the people find it in wrong ways. That's why, there's a lot of people who are not contented, who are stressed, who are not happy to what we're doing, because they think that they are good at what they're doing, but it doesn't back up with the things that are in line on what other people say that they're good at, right? So instead of looking for outside, we need to look on inside. That cliche as it may sound, it's just about searching within, because there's the best way to answer or find the truth is knowing yourself. Know thyself. There's a lot of quotes about know thyself, but if I can be bold and really ask you, is that if you wanted to know what you're good at, you're gonna ask yourself, what am I good at? What are things that I believe I can achieve a certain amount of results on this topic, on this skill, on this expertise, on this passion, or in this hobby? Right. So you gotta ask yourself, what am I good at? Maybe some of you are, engineers, but you're good at, you could say you're good at hosting a podcast. Maybe some of you are doctors, but you are good at painting, right? So the thing is, you just need to really take inventory of who you are as a person and what you're really good at. It doesn't, what I always say is that your profession doesn't define of who you are as a person. Your profession doesn't define who you are as a person. It's just a title. Now the question is, what are things that you're really good at aside from your profession? Maybe your passion. Maybe your passion lies in cooking. Maybe your passion lies in, arranging stuff, the minimalist, or maybe painting or art. You're inclined to creatives. Or maybe some of you are good in social media, but you happen to be also a dentist, right? So the thing is, what are you good at? And it's just look within. Even sometimes that maybe you're just doing it mediocre, but if you keep on doing it, you're gonna be great at it, right? So there's are the things that you gotta ask yourself: is that, what am I really good at? Number two is, what do other people say you're good at? There's one case study, one book, I forget what the book is that, he used to be working as a salesman for a furniture shop. He used to sell a lot of mattresses and, talk about beds the whole day. But one of the things that he's good at is really entertaining his or her customers. And because when you deliver the mattress, definitely you're going to have a lot of customer service in there, because you're, entering an uncharted territory or home of your customer, right? So he needs that person, is good at entertaining his customer. Every time he comes into a new house, he's bringing on his A game and how to entertain, like talk about a lot of stuff that make the customer comfortable when delivering the mattress. But suddenly, after a couple of years, he just, kind of burned out and say, is this a thing that I'm only supposed to be? Is this the only thing that I can be good at? But when I take inventory, all right, so I'm good at selling, but I'm more inclined on entertaining people. And now what he decided is to open up shop online, that, to organize a party, to be a host of that party for other people. And when, there's an opening of, their neighborhood, and said that, who's the person that I can, hire as a host of this party and make this party lively, who, doesn't have to charge much more as a professional, but really can do it and deliver results. And then, he find out, all right, so I have a friend who's a, salesman on a mattress, but he's also good at hosting and entertaining. I think he can be up for the job. And suddenly, that friend became his first customer, right? So it's just about what do other people say you're good at, because there's sometimes there can be a little bit of bias in there where you say you're good at certain skill but other people don't know that you're good at it, or maybe other people say that you're good at it but you're really terrible at it. And that's one way recipe for disaster, really. So one case study as well is that, let's say a parent keep telling his child that he's good at singing, and suddenly the child went up, became an adult, and decided they're gonna be a rock star on a band, or be the next Miss Saigon, Lea Salonga, or something like that. But found out that she's not really cut out for it, and she's really terrible at it. But because her parents say that she's really good at it, she grew up believing that, all right, so if my parents say I'm good at it, maybe I'm still good at it, right? Which comes out to number three. What are the type of results have I delivered? Because at the end of the day, the market dictates what you're worth. So the market dictates what you're worth. So if you say you're good at it and people say you're good at it, still the market still need to know if you are really good at it, right? Because it depends. There are people who can deliver mediocre results. There are people who can deliver good results. There are people who can deliver great results. And those people who deliver good results can go into great results, right? So it's just a matter of what type of results that you have been delivering. So if you don't know if you're good at something, what I would suggest, take an inventory of that skill. Ask other people that maybe your friends, your family, or other people that a stranger, and collect as much data as you can, and ask them, hey, do you think I'm good at this? All right. So if they say maybe you're good at it, show them results, provide results, right? Because the market dictates what you're worth. And if you say you're good at it, you get to deliver results. And number four, at least, look for patterns. What are the patterns that come up frequently? What are the characters? What are the traits that lots of people have identified and keep telling you that, you know what, maybe you're good at this. Maybe you're just not sensitive enough to a certain skill that you can, at least monetize it or earn money from it, right? Because there's a lot of ways, especially right now online, to turn your good strengths into a profitable side hustle or into a profitable side business. There's a lot of even on Instagram, there's a lot of mommies out there who's good at parenting their own child, so they posted a lot of photos of their kid, and suddenly they build up an audience of mommies as well. So now they found out that they can earn money by promoting other people's product on Instagram, through it, by becoming an influencer, or maybe by developing their own toy or their own product which they can sell to other parents or to other mommies as well, right? So they know what they're good at. People say they're good at this, and then they knew that they delivered results, and they knew there are patterns. So the last question is, how can I turn that into monetize, or how can I turn that into profits? Right? So we always hear the term about passion into profits, passion into an advice sharing business. So the thing on finding things, the thing about finding what you're good at is just all about finding what it is within. What are you good at? What do other people say you're good at? What are the results you're delivering? And what are the patterns as well? And how do you get monetized from it? So, I hope you get so much value in this and you get to know the things that you're good at. But if you needed more help, I'm actually creating a free webinar on how to turn your strengths into a profitable advice sharing business, and encourage you to register on my free webinar, which is on the drive to succeed.com/online. Again, the website is the drive to succeed.com/online. So if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to tag me on Instagram, take a screenshot, and tag me on Daniel_Francisco_ And once again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next one, wherever part of the world you are in today. God bless.